Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday?
Yes.
Friday, the 20th of December. 5 days till Christmas, and we aren't hungover, you are. We may have had our Christmas do last night. Bibby may have been sensible. I had one drink, had loads of food, loads of time, then thought, you know what, it's decent enough time, I'm going to get out of here, and bailed. I, meanwhile, was still up 6 hours ago. Yay!
Well, I mean, you can only have 5 drinks and drive, can't you? So I had to just limit it at that. I didn't really, honestly, God, I swear I didn't.
Everyone just turning off the road. You can get 5? Please drink responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. Ice cream Brothers does not condone being a pillock. Anyway, my name is Graham Day, as you can see on the screen, and I am joined by the man that we call Booby. Bibelino.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, indeed.
So yes, it is Friday. Is this the last scoop of the last? I don't even know.
I think it's the last Scoop Friday of the 2019.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way that we can describe it, really.
Yeah, that's the one. So it's something in the 2019 of the last Friday.
Oh God, can we just wait for this week to be over?
So yeah, this is kind of. Do you know what? Let's leave that. Let's. It's not the last of anything. There is shitloads more scoopage going on. Let's just leave it as that. Even if we take some days off for Christmas, it's all right. We've earned it. I mean, didn't get until silly o'clock in the morning. Of course, we need some time. Whatever, mate. But if you are in the chat, please feel free to say hello. It would be nice for you guys to do a little bit of talking because we don't really have it in us.
Yeah, we definitely should have got some guest hosts in today. Something just where got to put a ginger beard on and a Twitch t-shirt and. Is that gel today?
Yeah, it's.
Is that last night's gel?
No, this is. I got showered and stuff this morning.
Okay, cool.
God, I can't. I would be.
You don't smell
off.
like you've been on the beer all night.
Thanks, mate.
Usually, like if Samantha's been on the beer or something, and I haven't. If I walk back into the bedroom, it just smells like
gin or bottles of wine or whatever.
Yeah. The alcohol smell.
What is Bibbs wearing? Says number one pirate. Let me show you. It's actually pretty tasty. Are you ready? Look at the hat. Check it out. He's got a Pez beanie hat. Bam, 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 bam.
I got out of the shower this morning and it was freezing. Because I left the bathroom window open last night, schoolboy era. Freezing. So I didn't want to gel my hair. I just put the bobby hat on. The bibby hat.
Graham, hashtag legend. Look, it's Bobby. Morning, ads, please.
Morning, ads.
Obviously, if you guys are in the chat, please feel free to say hello. This is Ice Cream, and we bring you our daily dose of the games industry news. We call it the Scoop, obviously, because it's a pun, you see. We've said this
Funny
before,
guys.
But yeah. So we bring you our thoughts on the biggest stories and all the biggest news articles, the biggest happenings in the games industry right now. We bring that direct to you, and if you were in the chat, please feel free to get involved, because we turn this into an on-demand video and audio podcast. We turn it into a YouTube podcast around an hour after this show finishes, and then we have an audio podcast that goes live on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play.
Nailed it.
All of them later on today. But those guys, while they do get it on demand, they don't get a chance to interact with us in the chat and share their thoughts and opinions. So if you are here, you are doing that for those, so make sure you jump in and get involved. Wait, are you comparing Graham to Samantha? Does that mean Graham is your work wife?
I think that's been well established now.
Yeah, I think so. Crisp. We may have had drinks, but we can have them like asses. Yeah. So let's jump straight into the news, and it's pretty tasty. It's a universally tasty article. Well, I say it's universal. It's universal if you're a PC gamer. So it's everybody that's just one type of person. So yeah, the first article we'll bring up on screen now. As you can see, Bibbs just pressed F11.
Just in time.
This is written by Matt Wales for Eurogamer, and it says, the Steam and Epic Games Store winter sales are now underway, with additional discounts to be earned on both. 'Tis the season to be jolly, and what better way to turn yourself into gleeful receptacle of festivity than with a great big pile of video game sales. Yes, the time has come for Valve to honk its... Oh my God, well, they've got Christmas words in and I can barely read normal words. Yes, the time has come for Valve to honk its holly-bedecked discount klaxon. Why would you expect someone to be able to read that?
It's not just that, though. It's because it goes on to the separate and to the next line as well.
Great, yeah. Cheers, Matt. Thanks for that. Yes, the time has come for Valve to honk its holly bedecked discount klaxon and usher in its latest Steam sale. And Epic is following along today too by kicking off its own cinnamon-scented store sales for the holidays. Okay, stop with the...
I know, yeah. I want a clean article.
Not only will you get your usual price discounts on games, both Valve and Epic are bringing their own gimmicks to their seasonal sales. Over on Steam, customers can earn festivity tokens to be traded for money off vouchers and a vast array of Steam-based bric-a-brac, including chat stickers, profile backgrounds, emoticons, and chat room effects. You'll get 131 festivity tokens for every £1 you spend. What? Do you know what? That quid equates to 131 tokens.
Just give it 100, do you know what I mean?
By comparison, it'll cost 5,000 tokens to acquire a voucher, giving you £3.80 off your next purchase.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, no, okay, numbers, guys. And it's possible to earn 100 tokens each time you complete a special Steam quest. Over on the Epic Store, meanwhile, Epic is tossing its Fortnite money around with seasonal abandon to give consumers some deep discounts on its steadily expanding library of titles. In addition to its basic sales discounts, you'll receive a £10/$10 USD discount voucher when you sign into your account and click the appropriate button. This can be applied to the purchase of any $13.99 or above.
That's mint.
Nice. So basically, log in. You want to buy something for $13.99? Give you a free tenner. It costs you £3. Yeah, pretty good. Whereupon you'll receive another £10 voucher to keep you in an endless loop of spending until the sale ends and your wallet is bare. Okay, that is pretty class.
That is sick. So every £14 you spend, you get £10.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is sick. So basically, you buy 2 games, you can nearly get another one for free if it's on sale.
It's like you'll spend £8 and you'll get almost 30 quid's worth of games there.
That's mint.
So Epic's Holiday Charm Offensive also sees it giving away one game every day for the next 12 days. Starting today, 19th of December, which is yesterday, currently FTL developer Subset Games at micro-sized turn-based strategy... Oh my god. Tree Into the Breach is free to add to your library. So basically, Into the Breach is free today. That's what I couldn't get in my head. Anyway, Steam's holiday sale runs until Monday the 2nd of January, while Epic's finishes a day early on the 1st of January. And if that's still not enough discounts to be getting on with, you might be interested to know that... Ooh. See, I've never known this. Is that GOG or GOG? How do you pronounce it?
I say GOG.
Oh, okay. I've never actually had, like, an audio reception. I've read it a million times, where I'm like... first time I saw it was like Games on Gold.
I just say GOG.
So yeah, if that's still not enough to be discounts to be getting on with, you might be interested to know that GOG's winter sale is also underway, and you should definitely buy Blade Runner.
I've never played the game, but I've seen it knocking around for years. Apparently, this game, it came out on either floppy disk or CD-ROM back in like the early 90s, and
what, Blade Runner?
Yeah, so you could play the game, but it would like be unplayable to a degree. It wasn't. Have you got an article there?
Yeah, I've just clicked through on the link. So this is an article written 2 days before.
Okay.
Finally, Blade Runner is available on GOG. No longer lost in time.
Apparently, you couldn't play it on newer systems. Well, you could. It'd work, but it'd be kind of unplayable.
Yeah, Blade Runner has been one of the most requested games to make its way to the service, that's GOG, given the scarcity of physical copies, along with technical and legal complications surrounding a potential re-release. These issues are thankfully being resolved, with GOG dancing around the legal limbo and praising the efforts of the Scum VM community, whose recent update to the classic point-and-click adventure engine has made it possible to play the game on modern PCs.
There you go.
So yeah, that sidebar is doing my nutting.
Yeah. Right, I'm also, when we bring it back to this, I'm also going to find out what Into the Breach looks like for you all, so you can have a look and see if it's worth a download. Oh my god, definitely not. It's not. No. It's got 92%. It's rated highly on Steam.
Even looking at it, it's not my game.
No. It's an isometric, top-down, overwhelmingly positive, and this is free. Oh god. This is an Alistair game if ever I'd seen one.
Let's bring this one on then.
Alistair, if you're watching, this is 110% your game. Overwhelmingly positive. Let's read it. Control powerful mechs in the future and defeat an alien threat. Each attempt to save the world presents a new randomly generated challenge in this turn-based strategy game. Not bad for free if it's highly rated like that. I mean, it says £5.69 on this because this is on Steam rather than the Epic Game Store.
It's not for me, Jeff.
My throat is on its ass.
I echo what Ads Players just said in the chat. A nice bit of Dan's game. Like, Morning, Next Gen Renegade.
Morning, pal.
Using your sprinkles to highlight your message. I see what you did there. Good. It looks like, yeah, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. I can say that quite comfortably. But are you guys in the chat? Do any of you have PCs? Have you been looking forward to the Steam winter sale, the Epic winter sale?
Some tasty deals going on today. Oh boy, did I have a look this morning. I've got...
give us some picks. Give us Bibby's top
picks. Well, the Bibby's top pick I'd go straight down towards the bottom, right down here, because it brings up the stuff that's in your wish list if it ever decides to load. Where's my wish list stuff? Browse more. Is it down here?
Well, a certain Mr. Bamba was like the day before the sale went live, so obviously it went live yesterday. He messaged me the day before going, Steam sale in 24 hours.
Someone's excited. It seems to have disappeared, but you can get... Oh, is it on these? Probably not. Sorry, I'm pausing. Oh, there we go. Resident Evil 2, £14.84, obviously. It was not bringing up my wishlist stuff that it did bring up before. So basically, Oblivion, Morrowind, Fallout 4, mostly Bethesda games are on a massive sale at the moment. So if you are interested in picking up Oblivion, which is probably the best Elder Scrolls game there has ever been, for about £4 or £5 for the Super Deluxe edition, then feel free to go over and get that game. Dark Souls 3 is also available for £10. But yeah, the Steam sale at the moment is amazing. If you have got a gaming PC and you're looking to get top up your Steam account this weekend, then it definitely is.
I love how like Steam know how they're like. Obviously they've been around for ages, so the storefront, they've got teams of people working on the best way to market it. But I love how they cater for wet lettuces like me as well. So they've gone through individual games and everything, and they just go, fuck it. Featured franchises, BioShock franchise, 75% off. Assassin's Creed, it's up to, not entirely. So then Assassin's Creed, Batman, The Middle-earth, Life is Strange, 82% off of the Life is Strange franchises as well. Final Fantasy franchise up to 50% off. Tomb Raider, Far Cry, Dark Souls, Sherlock Holmes, Sniper Elite, Civilization, Resident Evil franchise up to 87% off. So yeah.
I mean, if you've never played an Elder Scrolls game, if you've never played a Resident Evil game, if you've never played the Batman games, what are you playing at? Like the Batman franchise, especially Arkham Asylum, potentially one of my favourite games ever. If you haven't played that game,
like Resident Evil Revelations 2, I mean, I don't know whether it's good or bad or whatever.
It's amazing, that one. The Revelation series is brilliant.
Resident Evil Revelations 2, 64 pence.
Is that it?
64 pence.
Right, sorry lads. Sorry lads. Precision, if you're in the chat, we need to get this on PC so we can go through it.
64p.
Right, okay. I'm just going to blow my wallet here.
That is incredible.
I'm going to do this live on here. Pirate said, I want Bibby's hat. Graham, steal Bibby's hat and send it. Funny enough, Graham's got one as well.
Yeah, I've got one. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god, 64p. That's going straight to my basket.
There is a deluxe edition next to it, but that's like...
I've got that on PS4 already. I've already got these games, but I just want to play it on my PC. Purchase for myself. I tell you what, guys, because you're all in the chat, and I'm such a nice guy, I'm going to buy one for myself, and I'm going to drop the code into the chat. What do you think?
Oh, God, do it.
What do you think?
What is 64p, says number one pirate? Exactly what he's buying. So, because we're big spenders here on Ice Cream Uploads, we are going to throw 64 pence worth of Steam games into the chat. So, Resident Evil Revelations 2...
It's a season of giving.
Is 87% off on Steam at the moment, so it's only 64 pence. Baby's going to buy a copy and he's going to throw another one in the chat because that's just how we roll. I mean, obviously, if you're listening to this on the podcast services or watching the VOD on demand on YouTube, then sorry guys, this is why you need to be here each and every weekday, 10 a.m. Twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads, because next time you could be the guy that gets 64p, 65p maybe. I mean, maybe even passing 70 pence one day. You've got to be in it to win it, ladies and gentlemen.
So that is mine. That is my copy. Mine.
Hello, says Danielle Day. Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning.
Right, let's go back to it. Resident. I mean, this is fantastic.
64
material.
pence worth of giveaway. Wow. I mean, sorry, I can see you all clambering over each other in the chat. They're ready to copy and paste, and you're all opening up Steam already and getting your redeem code section there.
Oh, yeah, good.
That's a good point, actually. I might open up Steam and get the redeem code section there, because I could get 64 pence while we're all sat
I
here.
don't know if I can buy it. Oh, I can buy it again.
you buy for someone else.
Oh no. Oh shit! Was that just the one? Is that just one episode that I bought?
I don't know.
It probably is. I just bought one episode.
Well, there you go.
Oh fuck! I have.
Give that code away to the chat then, or you
Yeah,
can't.
that's fine. I can do that. What a jib!
Do you know, whilst you're doing that, I'm going to open up the Epic Store as well, just see what's on there. Speaking of Epic Store, the ice cream team are fully into Fortnite mode. I say again,
God.
we not even again. We are in the Fortnite mode, and we've not been in it like communally before. We've played a few games together, but I think it's amazing the power that a lightsaber has to unite the world. What's up?
Nothing. I was just talking about the Fortnite stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think saying that we're heavily invested is a kind of understatement.
Yeah, I installed it. We played a few games yesterday, and I'm not saying that I carried the team because I didn't. But we played okay. So if you are playing Fortnite and you fancy some games, then keep your eyes out on PSN and Co, because we might be able to squad up, homies. But yes, Epic Store. That's what I was doing before I got distracted by talking about Fortnite. 20% off Red Dead, 33% off Control, 25% off of The Outer Worlds, 40% off Ghostbusters video game. Some decent offers on there. I must admit, from first glance, obviously Steam has a much bigger library, so obviously they've got a lot to play with. But from first glance, it looks like better offers on Steam than you've got on Epic.
So it tells... Jesus, my throat is on its ass.
It tells what, does it?
So I can't actually just buy the code. You have to gift it to someone who's on your friends list.
God damn.
That is wee daft.
Do you know what? Okay, chat. Maybe you won't get 64 pence. Maybe we just built it up and we don't even know. What I was looking for. There, look, that's 45, 64. Oh, okay. There is some crossover, and I bet that's kind of probably the same thing. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is 45.64 on both Epic and Steam. So I'm assuming there's a little bit of price matching when it comes to EA and things like that. But yeah, big discounts across.
Sorry guys, I mean I've just said that you can have something for free, and as soon as it says purchaser's gift, surely when you buy it you should be able to get like a discount code or something like that, or a code of some sort. I'm sorry, I let you all down.
It's fine. We only hate you a lot now. Hey. Whilst that is happening, I will jump in to... I can't jump in the next story because Bibby is using his laptop.
But Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PC is £7.50.
Yeah. But then you'll have to pay for the Celebration Edition expansion stuff if you want all of the skins and that.
Right, okay, well, let's just get into the next story then, and I'll find something to give away in the chat later on. It's Fortnite. So, jumping to our next story then. Big anticlimax there, but one day we will give 64 pence away in the chat. Today is just not that day. But yes, free Fortnite skins on offer as Winterfest event launches, and get the Millennium Falcon as a glider, which I almost didn't do. For those of you that haven't played it, basically Winterfest gives you is it the lodge, the snow lodge? What do they call it? Yeah, it's a winter's lodge or something like that. Isn't it?
So you basically go to like a winter cabin, snow outside, and in the cabin is a proper like burning fireplace, log fire thing, all the decorations, and there's a bunch of presents around, and you get to open one present per day on the Winterfest event. So I was like, oh yeah, big green present, I'm going to open that one. Thankfully, Danny Day in the chat was sat next to me and she went, are you not going to open the one that looks like a Millennium Falcon right there? I was like, my God, I didn't even see that, so I almost missed that. I mean, not that I think you'd miss it, I think it would stay there, but I just wouldn't have had it from day one, so yeah, we opened that on day one. Day two started yesterday, but I didn't know. Did you open your present yesterday?
I opened it this morning. Let me just take a swig of this. My throat is on fire.
So I've got my day two present to open. But anyway, those presents come as part of the Winterfest event, which I will read through the article now to give you a little bit more information on what that is. So this is written by Tom Phillips for Eurogamer, and he says, in a rare move, Fortnite is giving away Fortnite skins for free this Christmas in the new Winterfest event. Log on now and you'll be able able to visit the Lodge, home to Fortnite's frankly frightening nutcracker character Crackshot. Each day, you'll be able to open one of 14 gifts and activate a fresh challenge for a further reward. There's no need to log on every day either. Just check in before the event finishes on the 8th of January 2020 and you can catch up. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice.
So you can open 14 gifts at once.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that stuff because particularly over Christmas, people could be away seeing family.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm venturing to Yorkshire, but it's only an hour away. But it could be going down to London or whatever, and you could miss out. I've not got my Switch with me or whatever. So I like the fact that games aren't forcing you to log in every day. They understand that people have lives to live, but they're still giving you the rewards for being there anyway. So nice, GG Epic.
Or you could just play it on your Switch like I've done. Switch is now my primary Fortnite device.
Yeah, but then it looks potato when you put it onto a second screen.
Mine was loading in way faster than all you.
It loaded in faster, but it still looked potato.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But people play less graphics for a reason. You know what I mean?
Because it's
faster.
potato.
It's faster.
I mean, it loaded in faster, but the game, once we were on the ground, it was fine. You were just potato. Anyway, most notable of all the presents on offer is one shaped like the Millennium Falcon. Yes, you can unwrap that and have the classic Star Wars ship as your glider. Skins on offer include a Christmas tree costume and a mammoth onesie. It's worth stating, by the way, that the lodge is lovely. There are Easter eggs aplenty to be found, including the ability to zoom in on the fireplace and set it running as your virtual monitor in the background, where it can even earn you XP, just like a ting, 10 XP. And in other news, another Fortnite news actually, a new mode within Battle Royale is now live, which lets you pick match settings for private battles. Loot options, bots, and fall damage can all be toggled on/off in the Battle Lab mode, which allows for games with up to 16 people. No, it's not quite a private 100-person Battle Royale yet, but the groundwork is there. Here's a hungover Eurogamer team. Blah, 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 giving it all a go. Okay, we'll hit that, play on that video whilst we're chatting through it on screen, maybe. Oh, let's see what it looks like anyway. Click it.
Boom.
Click it.
1 second.
Click it. How are you doing?
Boom. Don't say I don't all treat yous.
Oh, there you go. So there you go.
Oh, definitely not watching this. An hour and 24 minutes. This is like a live stream that they've done, isn't it?
No, okay. Let's get going. Thanks, EGX guys, but no.
Merry Christmas.
So there you go. 64 pence worth of giveaway in the chat.
No, that's more.
Is it?
That's more.
Is that the full thing?
I bought the Resident Evil 4 HD collection.
Oh, really?
£3.50 that's just cost me. Don't say that I don't give you anything. That's it. Give the gift of Resident Evil this Christmas.
Okay, it logs into Steam claims before anyone else. Unlucky.
Oh yeah, it's on Steam. It's on Steam.
It does say PC next to it though in the chat. So that's
it could be Epic Game Store.
That's true actually. Did you see the guy who opened one of the presents in stream and then looked right after he'd done it and saw the Millennium Falcon? No. Oh, okay. That would have been me. That would have been me.
Someone did that in the office. It was Luke.
Was it?
Luke did it, yeah.
Oh yeah, because he was still coming in with his like water.
It's like, where's Millennium Falcon? He went, I didn't see it, did I? And it's like the one shaped as the Millennium Falcon.
It's not even as if it's the one shaped as the Millennium Falcon. The one shaped as the Millennium Falcon that's bigger than all the rest and right at the front kind of thing. I was like looking past it to see all the other presents kind of thing. So yeah, I would have been that person. Thankfully, I have Danielle Day keeping me in track. So this guy was heartbroken as he was unsure if the same one would be there tomorrow. I assume it will be. If not, then I would have known that pain. Thought I'd update Fortnite on my desk PS4, 30 gig. Merry Christmas, not happening today.
Who's put that?
Craig.
Yeah, I'm basically playing it on my Switch. That means over Christmas, I'm having Christmas dinner at my mum's this year, and my brother's got his monitor on his desk, and he's also got a big TV next to it. So I'll just take my Switch up, dock it, and then we'll probably just play Fortnite all afternoon.
Yeah, nice. I'm gonna think. Daniel was saying we should like move both consoles like into my like studio man cave, whatever we want to call it, so that because I've got 3 monitors, we can just sit two.
Well, you don't need to now, do you, mate?
What with the Switch?
Well, no. Split screen action.
Oh yeah, but
it is going to be naff because you could like anytime you play split screen, it's always like half the thing that you can see. And also when I played split screen with my brother,
screen, that's me all morning, mate. I need one of those, a split screen.
If I play split screen with my brother playing Call of Duty, he just looks at my screen constantly. He was like, I'm not looking at his screen. He's already sprayed a clip before I've walked around the corner. We need this day to be over rapid.
Get the most happening.
It needs to be over now.
So yes, We will keep things moving forward because clearly we are having an absolute mare with words, which, you know, it's kind of a key thing of a stream or a podcast. Trying to communicate with people is often a key part of communication. So yeah, apart from the communicating bit, I think we're doing okay. But yes, we will be playing bits of Fortnite. I definitely will be doing the same. Obviously, if you've not seen my stream setup, I did tweet it. Check it out on social media, @Graham_day. I think I tweeted a bunch of pictures last week, or it was earlier this week. I have a 3-monitor setup, so I'm going to have my PS4 on one, Chloe's PS4 on the other, and then just, yeah.
To be fair, I'm probably going to play and stream Fortnite over the Christmas period, so obviously do feel free to follow us if you're not already, and you'll be able to see potentially me and Graham kick some ass.
Yeah. Although actually, just to jump in, I did say that me and Chloe would play. I just remember now when having that conversation with Danielle. Danielle was actually saying that she would jump in and learn PUBG with me. So, you know,
fulfill Christmas in the Graham Day household.
I mean, we'll need that to patch over the cracks that will have been created by Overcooked 2 and the DLC.
Oh,
I mean, Christmas can be a stressful time anyway, you know, with the expenditure and alcohols and going to see families and just beating each other to death because lettuce wasn't chopped and put on a plate when I needed it.
It's got potential to ruin marriages and families this Christmas.
It's overcooked. 369 followed us 14 minutes ago. Didn't he get 2 years or something like that? I don't know. I heard something last night as I think it was it was on the news when we were sat in the burger bar last night for our Christmas do 6ix9ine or something. It was trying to report on it or whatever. But yeah, 369. Thank you very much for the follow. But I don't think we can do much. We will try, but you know we can drop £3.50's worth of Steam codes in the chat. Not sure we're at the level where we can 369, but we'll do what we can for you. Anyway, let's move on through the stories. Big sales on Steam and Epic. Fortnite obviously has a lot of free content at the moment. And now, from one game with... I don't know, I can say with a BI. It doesn't have a BI yet. It will have a BI. It's not there yet. But anyway, let's jump to it anyway. You'll get to see. Call of Duty. Modern Warfare update. Nerfs footstep and killstreak sounds.
This is a blessing for most people.
Have you played Modern Warfare?
I'm still yet to play this year's Call of Duty. However, I do watch streamers who stream this religiously. And it seems to be a bit annoying. In some instances, I think it's like the opposite way around. Like people can't hear the footsteps because people put, is it dead silence or deaf silence or whatever it's called? Yeah, so that you can't hear them. Whereas the audio, it won audio with the ear, didn't it, or something?
Yeah, that was more for like the bullet audio stuff. I don't know what they did with footsteps. I mean, I didn't hear this. It was second-hand information for me, but like they were doing presentations showing like this is what a bullet sounds like hitting wood, this is what a bullet sounds like going through glass, and this is hitting concrete, and this is hitting blah 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 blah. So they've clearly put shitloads of effort into making sure all the sounds can be heard. But if they're having to nerf sounds, maybe they're making too many sounds to be heard. But anyway, it's written by Sherif Saed for VG247. It says the first mid-season patch for Call of Duty Modern Warfare is here. As promised, Call of Duty Modern Warfare players everywhere received a big update last night. The patch added the Vacant and Shipment remakes. Fuck yeah! Cranked mode, the new operator Nikto, and more. Outside of the new content, the update also brought with it a number of bug fixes and a couple of balance tweaks worth highlighting. On the balance end, we got yet another reduction to footstep sounds in third person. This was done by reducing their audible range, increasing the degree walls and other solid objects block footstep sounds, and a reduction to rustling sounds that sometimes accompany footstep sounds. Although killstreak sounds were not reduced, Infinity Ward made it so their noise doesn't deafen everyone indoors. This week's update also reduced flinch when using the Kar 98K, EBR-14 and Mark II carbine. The read chamber time on the Kar 98K was also reduced. I hate stories like this where they run through all the individual guns and you just end up reading up stuff that you don't. So anyway, the 357 Shot Snake had its hip spread adjusted so it's the same across all stances. For players using keyboard and mouse, the new patch makes it possible to have a separate keybind for changing zoom levels / toggling hybrid size. Previously, changing that keybind also changed your sprint button unless you had set 3 separate keys for each of the functions. There's now a new toggle under gameplay that lets you control the behaviour of this particular function. A few other notable changes include fixes for the bug that caused turtle error to occur. Turtle error? And the bug that sent players into an infinite update requires restart. Update requires restart loop. See the full blah, blah, blah. What the feck is a turtle error? That sent me sideways then. I was reading it and I was like, I know it's a bit of a stretch this morning, but what?
Oh my god. Oh. I'm finding out what it is.
Although, like, when I said it, it started to like bring back memories, and it was kind of like Turtle Recall.
Turtle error.
Modern Warfare, straight in there, like straight away. I saw it come up as suggested.
Turtle always happens to me while playing Ground War. What the hell is it? Define it, mate. That's the first comment every fucking time. This is why you have to quit to desktop. Please help, can't complete a match. Finally, I've seen this sub somewhere. Record, I tried playing 6 times. It must mean that it doesn't work. Oh, this needs to be seen more, given how differently the TTK compared to most recent CODs. Where gameplays are far more in between. I had numerous games where I've absolutely been going bonkers at the game with no lag, and then I get the turtle. It's mad.
What is it?
What the? What even is it? Is it like is it like a turtle that comes up on the screen with like an error or something?
Status turtle.
Connection error turtle.
Been playing Modern Warfare a lot, and all of a sudden I start getting a game kit to around 30 seconds. Tells me status turtle, so that must be it.
Yeah, error code, like kicked out. That's so weird. Why do they call it that?
I mean, I think it's just the developers that rather than like giving you stupidly long, like winded things that nobody understands, they thought let's just give it something cute and cuddly like turtle. I mean, fair play to those developers for coming out of the shell. Meanwhile,
your speaker didn't go then.
On the audio edition of Ice Cream Upload Scoop, sorry guys, we were just being pillocks there. I dropped a world-class pun and they just had to take a moment to appreciate it fully. Use a split screen with a projector. See, that would be decent. If you had like a big-ass screen, that'd be good. A blessing for campers. Turtle error. Is that hat available to buy? What, bibbies? Yeah. 12 quid, mate.
I'll sign it.
Yes.
£12.
No, just no, says David. Don't even appreciate good promo. Probably on the Pez store.
We should be on a Pez store.
We will have a look. No guarantees because I don't know how many we have. But we will have a look, Pirate. It's Christmas. You asked. You've shown interest, and because you asked first, we don't have enough to go around for everyone, but we may have one. I will see if we have one for you.
I've just give Resident Evil in the fucking chat. What more does he want? Do you know what I mean?
It's Christmas.
It's outrageous.
We are just.
Can I pay more for it? You know what? You can go fuck off now. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna wear 4 hats on the scoop.
Yeah. So anyway, in short, Call of Duty sounds have been tweaked and fixed a bit. That's nice. Cheers, Call of Duty.
Let's for about a turtle.
Yeah, totally awesome. Let's move on.
That was better.
To a game with another battle royale theme to it. I mean, that's
this one is better though. This one is going to interest us.
Yeah, this I haven't read this, but just reading the title alone tickles me fancy.
Baby.
So that's us again. Hi.
Oh my god, that went down the wrong hole.
So for those of you on audio services, we have 2 cameras. We have the high cam, which we call it, just the close cam, just here. And we have the big 4K cam at the back of the room, which is front cam. And we were on front cam, and rather than jump into what we call game frame, where we can see what's on Bibby's laptop, I just pressed the same camera, so it did the whoom transition to the exact same camera
That's
shot.
us again.
Hi. Anyway, this is where we're meant to be. So yeah, maybe died a little bit there. So Apex Legends is getting its own esports league with online and local events. Admittedly, not the biggest Apex Legends fan. I am not against it. Same thing. I like most battle royales, but any game that pushes out to start online and offline events into a league That's the thing. That's the ticket. So once again, written by Sherif Saed for VG 24/7. It's actually written a few days ago, so this may be old news. Although we've only just discovered it because it's Christmas and nobody really tries. We just wanted to save it for the
final one.
Right? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyway, Respawn is kicking off a new competitive series for Apex Legends. The Apex Legends. I'm not going to say it like that every time, by the way, because that will be a bit tiring. Anyway, the Apex Legends Global Series is a new banner for all things Apex Legends eSports. This series of tournaments will take place online and at live events around the world. For the first year, Respawn is planning 12 live events and over $3 million in prize money. The Global Series is available only for PC players and registration opens in early January. The first online tournament will be held on January 25th, where eligible players from 60 potential countries will be able to compete from their homes. Players will be able to earn Global Series points, which help them advance to the first of 4 majors taking place in 2020, scheduled for March the 13th to the 15th. Excuse me. The first 3 majors will follow the familiar 100-player, 3-player squads format. Things shift to just 60 players in the 4th and final major, just like the recent pre-season invitational. Scoring will be based on the match point format. In short, this scoring system tracks placement and team kills and awards points accordingly. Teams looking to reach the final will have to reach certain point thresholds. Good. Head over to the Global Series portal to find out more on how to get involved.
See, that's good. Rather than being able to win the game with just 1 kill and be a shithouse all the way through, chasing the circle, you have to get involved, get up close and personal, start taking people out, try and get high death wins.
I remember watching... anyone who knows who Dr. Disrespect is, he's like a big fan of Ice Cream Uploads. He watches all of our stuff, but he asked us to watch his Code Red stuff.
Obviously.
So being nice people, we gave him a little bit of a look in. And when they did the first Apex, or it may have been the Twitch Rivals stuff. Either way, Doc was in it, and I remember the first event. It was all based on kills. There wasn't really any incentive to go for the win, so people were just hot dropping, getting dead, getting out, back in, hot dropping, getting dead, getting out, back in. So it was kind of the shit house of game. It was just, let's get loads of kills and get out. Let's get loads of kills and get out. And it's like, you might as well play team deathmatch if you're doing that. I love the fact that they reward you for kills, because that should be a big thing. You should be playing aggressively, but you also get a big reward for winning the game as well, because that gives you the incentive to go on and smash people and get through.
Oh, with these, even if you don't kill them, you get points for damage dealt as well, don't you? So you get damage dealt, kills, and then wins, so all 3 of them points will be added up together to give your team the final score, which is great. It's perfect, really, after you cover all bases then.
I mean, if you do play Apex Legends, you guys are... exceptionally lucky right now, because myself and Bibby have just started playing Fortnite, so we probably won't get involved in this. So you're lucky. Other people have a chance. So yeah, you're welcome. Merry Christmas. Beanie hats, 64 pence worth of games, or £3.50 worth of games, or whatever it was we got to in the end, and the fact that we're letting people win 3 million that we could just take.
Absolutely.
So you look at.
Everyone's a winner, baby.
Meanwhile, everyone in the chat says, "Shut the No, I'm not going to read that one out. Graham is talking. No, he's not. I'm still working throughout Christmas. Hashtag sad pirate. Boo. Are you working all the way through? You're not getting. You must be getting Christmas Day, New Year's, and things off.
Yeah, definitely.
Surely.
Don't call me Shirley. Right. So obviously I set something up this morning. Do you want to talk about it now to tease it, or should we just leave it until January? Because I can get the things that are over here now.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
Can you see the things that are on the table over there?
Ah, yeah. Do you know what? Let's. We've been doing a bit of gifting, season of goodwill. I think it's good to let's do some teasing.
All right, I can do that. You know what I meant so.
So yes, Bibby has been hard at work. You may have heard us talk specifically about Bibby's interests over the last few weeks, because it's been relevant. Trying to not say what it is yet, because I'm going to try to pad it out, because...
Put it on big cap so they can't see what I'm putting down.
Okay.
Put it upside down. That's not going to stand up, is it? No, okay. I'll have to hold them.
I'll hold it.
Can you see it? Oh, there we have to do that. There we go.
No, it's going. It's going. No. That'll do.
Oh, you can kind of see them.
There we go. Too bad to hike again. Ta-da!
Hey! Perfect.
It looks like it was meant to be. So obviously, Resident Evil 2 had a phenomenal reception from Bibby and I suppose the rest of the world, but mainly Bibby.
Didn't win Game of the Year though, did it?
No, it's not good
Fuming.
enough, just what I'm saying. So obviously, Resident Evil 3 is on the way, and then we thought, you know what? We'll start rolling out our content. Obviously, Bibby's played through Resident Evil 3 already on the channel. You can check that out in the
it's now on
videos
YouTube
on
as
demand.
well.
I saw the. I did see the email alerts coming through. Part 1, 2, and 3. Is it 3 parts?
It's 3 parts, yeah.
So feel free to check that out as well. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube or on the past broadcast on Twitch. So we thought, you know what? We're not just gonna stop there. We've got a cupboard full of goodies, including things like these beauties. What do we have, babe?
So that is a Resident Evil 2 official merchandise mug with the I'm sure that's the front cover at the bottom. It's just wrapped around. Yeah, it's the front cover of the game wrapped around the cup. Absolutely dynamite stuff. The Raccoon City Police Department t-shirt, which is incredible stuff. This is all official merchandise as well. It's not shit. It's not made by, I don't know, Etsy. It's not being put on there. It's all official shit.
What's Radisson Evil? I mean, it doesn't say. It says Raccoon Police Department.
Yeah. It's straight from Turkey, that one.
Now these are this is the proper stuff. Yeah.
And then this, you may have seen a certain Wild Bibby wearing. It's the exact same one that I've got. So it's got red sleeves. It is a bomber jacket. It's got a big Umbrella Corporation logo on the front and on the back.
You mean the varsity jacket, by the way?
Yes.
That's what it means.
So yeah, they will be available in a competition that we'll be running throughout January. I think it goes live on New Year's Day. No, it doesn't. It goes live on the Thursday that we come back.
Yes, not New Year's Day.
So the 2nd of January, the competition is going to start, and it'll finish on the 31st. What the competition may entail, you may ask. You'll find out when the competition goes live.
But you guys here, you guys in this, I mean, we're having a lot of private chat just amongst ourselves. Everyone else there, they don't know this is coming, but you guys do. So
one lucky winner is going to win all that gear.
Yes, and the winner will be a certain We've Got Babinho on Twitter.
Not We've Got Babinho on Twitter. Just won all this stuff.
Mr. We've Got Babinho.
I wish XL fit me. Add another X on there, I'll have half a chance.
So yes, sexy merch. It's not bad. I mean, everyone gets all the goodies and stuff for Christmas. £3.50 worth of games in the chat. Potentially a beanie if we have one going spare.
Yep.
And now we're already giving stuff away. We're thinking 2020 when everyone's still looking at presents in 2019.
This guy says.
This is the ice cream way. Hello, says Pirate. Although he does say, I see nothing, I'm blind, but I'm not sure what he means. Do you mean because Bibby was in the way? I don't know. But yes, that's essentially it for today's version of the scoop. I think it's the fastest we've got through a scoop.
Yeah,
and I wonder if that's because we've had many sources. That there's no conversation going on in there. The brain's just going, I can't say words.
It got close to our Christmas as well, and just nobody gives a shit about games anymore at this point. All the stuff that's been needed to be said this year, we've had the Game Awards, which pretty much signifies the end of the year. In most cases for game developers and whatnot. Fair enough, they're putting patches out on that, but no new games news, and no one gives a shit about any other news that's coming out. So,
although to be fair, we did get like some last minute surprises. So that PlayStation back button attachment, never expected that.
Dino Crisis IP getting renewed.
Yeah, I mean, all of that could just be standard shit. But yeah, hopefully, I genuinely think, and maybe I'm just like sniffing the proverbial salt that nobody gives a shit about. I think Dino Crisis being renewed has to be something. I know that within the article it was renewed at the same time as a bunch of things that I've never even heard of, including Mega Man or Rockman or whatever it's called in Japan.
Rockman.
Rockman. But like, I know it was just at the same time as that stuff, but you have to surely. They've spoke about it in the past. People have like, was it like 3 years ago or whatever? There was a big thing about it coming back.
Yeah, I think it got renewed in 2017, and before that, no one heard from it for nearly a decade.
Oh no, I'm on about from Capcom's side. They came out and because there was such a buzz about it, they had to actually come out and say, look, we're not doing anything with it at this point. If there is a lot of love for it, we maybe one day. So obviously that's just that always starts the Rolling Stone slowly, and then it starts to pick up pace, and then you get Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, and they're thinking, fuck me, we're getting shitloads of money from old stuff.
Well, the Dino Crisis was basically played on the Resident Evil engine. They're just taking the zombies out, put the dinosaurs in. So if they can use the Resident Evil engine for Dino Crisis, which there's no reason why they can't do, it's owned by the same company, it'll look gorgeous. Imagine what the dinosaurs will look like now, because I mentioned this when I was playing for Resident Evil 2, the remake one. I'm surprised that they didn't put spiders in there, because when you go down to the sewers in the original one, there were spiders down there, and it'll be fucking terrifying having the spiders using this new engine now, because you'll be able to see each individual hair that's on the ugly bastard's head.
See, the thing is, like dinosaurs. You watch a Jurassic World or whatever, and it's obviously it's a bit more colourful and stuff like that. But go back, think to the first Jurassic Park where they're being stalked by velociraptors and stuff. So not necessarily like it's not necessarily big T-Rex smashing shit up, because that's like your Michael Bay big bombastic Transformers-esque scene. But like if you think Resident Evil, small spaces, corridors, confined, jump scares, bottlenecks and stuff like that, you could fucking do shitloads with dinosaurs and that sort of setup.
I think it's within the first 20 minutes of Dino Crisis 1. Did you ever see Resident Evil 1 where the dogs jump through the window in one of the corridors?
Yeah.
It's like that was like the biggest jump scare that you'd get in Resident Evil 1 at the very beginning. They did the same thing but with dinosaurs. So if you played the Resident Evil game, you could kind of, when the camera pans that far back and you can see just yourself and a big clear window, you obviously know shit's going to go down. And they did the same thing with that, but dinosaurs are a hell of a lot faster than zombies, and if you're in a dark corridor with a fixed camera angle, chances are you're probably going to get taken apart. So they can do so much more with Dino Crisis than they ever could do with Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But it'd be exciting, because obviously you had no interest in Resident Evil with the zombies and stuff like that, but you like Jurassic World, Jurassic Park and shit like that, so it could be potentially something that you might end up picking up. It's a completely different audience that they can cater for anyway.
Yeah, it's not that I didn't have interest in Resident Evil, it was just it got to the point where, because I'd never played any of them really, I'd played bits of them, but they were all kind of the same thing, even though they were all kind of different things, the Resident Evils, the Silent Hills, the whatever. It was just, there was lots of similar sort of stuff, so I just kind of thought, it's another one of those. Whereas the Resident Evil 2 remake does actually kind of tickle my fancy, because it's not like born on old ideology. Yeah, it is, because it's an old game, but they've refreshed it and brought it into the modern day.
There's no other survival horror games that are doing what they do at the moment. Fair enough, back in the day there was so many of them. Eternal Darkness, Silent Hill, like you said, Resident Evil, Dino Crisis, Alone in the Dark. They was all doing the same thing, but
Alone in the Dark.
But nowadays nobody's doing that kind of thing anymore. So yeah, it's good to see.
Dino Crisis would absolutely 100% be me. Imagine just fucking like a Chris Pratt, Nathan Drake-esque sort of like character, or two if you're doing like a Resi kind of thing, a Claire and a Leon or whatever, and you're just being fucking, you're in the middle of Isla Nubla, which is the island from Jurassic Park. Obviously, it's not Jurassic Park, but or even you're in the middle of a town. Forget Isla Nubla actually, because everyone can do forests and shit. Jurassic Park or dinosaur stuff is always jungles and forests and whatever. Imagine fucking strolling through not RCPD, but like DCPD, Dino Crisis, please don't, not Washington, chill out Washington, fuck's sake. And you've got fucking velociraptors and stegosauruses and whatever just smashing their way through. I mean, I know stegosaurus is a veggie, but still, chill out, mate. It's the point I'm trying to make. But yeah, that would kind of like, I'd be well on board for that, rather than it just being action adventure like you always get with the Jurassic Parks, but psych, scary, horror, survival, but with dinosaurs.
In Resident Evil, you can hear the zombies echoing through the streets of Raccoon City and stuff like that, but I can't imagine how much more terrifying it would be walking through a forest and you can hear the little
Tyrannosaurus
noise.
Just
the
like
little rattle
big
thing that they make.
Like a...
Yeah, like that, in the behind you and shit, that'll be terrifying.
No, it's like when you hear the huge roar of the Tyrannosaurus in the distance, and you're like, I mean, that's terrifying, but it's nowhere near. And then you just hear that.
Yeah.
It's like...
That's it. If you had your 7.1 surround sound headphones from like the PlayStation ones, or your noise cancelling, these beautiful Corsair ones and things like that, you stick them on your head and you got the 7.1 going through.
I love the product placement there.
Cheers, mate. Yeah. Did you even see that?
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Okay.
I'm still waiting.
Sorry,
I'm still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting.
1 minute.
I'm waiting. Still waiting. There we go.
There's the product placement.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the 7.1 from these little babies. And then
Smash.
it'll be all sound. Jesus Christ, I look like I'm about to fly a plane. Great for Flight Simulator.
This is not Dr. Disrespect, that's Professor Respect.
Yeah, but please respect me.
You do that too well, G. Do what? What the...
That's it. That's what I mean. I need to take these off. I can't fucking get away.
I don't know if David's in the chat. He was a minute ago. I used to do it. The film Predator. That's the kind of noise that the Predator used to make like that.
Yeah, it'd be so sick. That kind of. We've always said that music scores in games and films make the film. So if you played the same film without a music score in, 9 times out of 10 it would be shit. Because you need to feel the emotion of fear or anxiety or love or something like that with the music being played in the background. Without that shit in there, you need a good headset to be able to play games like that.
Damn straight, and Corsair are the ones to go. Funny enough, their logo may appear on screen just because we're powered by Corsair, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Although they are actually the shit, to be fair. Not even. Do you know what? I'm not even. I was going to go into a full-on not even just. Headsets, but like mouse, keyboard. I mean, I'm all Corsair out, but yeah. Oh, the good thing, one thing we didn't really touch on, Corsair are improving even more, and it's cool to see. And this is not a spawn this bit, by the way. Like, I've always been pro Corsair anyway, and always been pro Elgato. So it's nice the fact that we've got some love from Elgato, and then Corsair took over Elgato, so it's like, oh, 2 companies become one. It's amazing. And we've worked with Scoff. We know some amazing people at Scoff. We've got trashed Twitch parties with people from Scoff. So it's nice to see that Corsair, I don't know if you guys saw it the other day, Corsair actually owns Scoff now, so there we go. Scoff, although one thing that I did quite find funny, I think it was last Christmas, Doc was streaming, I don't know if it's Christmas Eve, I think it was Christmas Eve. Me and Danielle were wrapping presents and stuff, and we had Doc on TV having a few drinks, and he was just playing through Fortnite or whatever. He was at that point where he didn't want to play Fortnite, but fuck it, I'll play randomers with Fortnite.
Did you see the video that I posted the other day?
No.
Oh, and I'll show it you after this. I'd love to be able to bring it on this, but the chat would be able to see it, but we can't hear it.
We'll check it out after. But yeah, the Doc was playing through games with randoms, and he was playing with this kid, and he's like, "Who, you 2x champion?" Because that's his name in Fortnite. He's like, yeah, that's me. This kid's like, "Are you famous?" And this kid's googling and finds out who he is, and the Doc starts like asking him questions. Then it's like, so are you? What are you playing? Are you playing with a Razer mouse, a Razer headset, or whatever it is? Is it Razer that uses? I think it is. Anyway, so this kid's like, "No, I'm using a new Corsair," and Doc's like, "Corsair," taking the piss out of it. And now I'm thinking, okay, Doc's just announced the Scuff controller, so now they're owned by Corsair. Oh, damn. God's sake, Doc.
Words have repercussions.
So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, that is roughly it, ladies and gentlemen. We will non-committally be back at some point, and you will see that if you follow our social medias. What are those, Bib?
You can find Ice Cream Uploads across all major social platforms, not Bebo, not MySpace, not Pixo or anything like that.
We don't have Bebo because we have BB.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, Ice Cream Uploads across Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, which you're probably watching this on. Ice Cream Uploads on also SoundCloud as well, which funnily enough is where most people listen to this podcast. So thank you very much for all your support across the Scoop and Ice Cream Uploads throughout the entire year, because without you guys we still won't be making content.
If you are listening on SoundCloud, Merry Christmas. Do you know what? Thank you guys. That's a big thing, actually. I did tweet kind of a soppy PSA tweet the other day saying our numbers are really good for a podcast on a channel. I mean, we're proud to be a small channel because we've got followers that we've earned doing it the right way. We're not doing horrible throwaway competitions. We're not buying followers or whatever. We're slowly building a solid community. And we have people in the chat like Pirate, Fatman Dave, Ads, and everyone else that's joining us in the chat over not just today but the previous days. It's nice to see
54 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. Bam!
Can I tell them how many people have listened to this podcast since its inception?
Go on then.
So, including people who've watched this live, who's downloaded the podcast on SoundCloud, that's listened on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play, we've had over 2,500 people listen to this.
Which is pretty huge.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, we started. 54 episodes. It sounds good when you're like, yeah, we're 54 episodes in, but it's also not really that many. Like most podcasts are episode 8,000 or whatever. We're 54 in, and we've had 2,500, or was it 2,000?
2,553 or something like that.
So that's a phenomenal figure. So each and every person, if you listen to this on SoundCloud, thank you very much. If you're listening to it on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, thank you very much for getting involved. And if you're listening to it on Twitch, then obviously, you've just got £3.50 worth of Resident Evil HD Steam goodness. So thank you very much and enjoy that. But we appreciate the support, and it's been noticed by us. We appreciate you guys for being here. All the subs, all the follows, or everything. Just, thank you very much, each and every one of you. And that's quite a nice note to finish on. We are going to go enjoy some lunchtime Fortnite, most likely. And then we're going to get set for Christmas. So we hope you guys have an absolute lovely Christmas. Please feel free to get involved with us across all socials. Like Bibby said, ice cream uploads everywhere. Directly at We've Got Babinho and myself, Graham_Day. Feel free to get involved with us. We will be using our own social media as we always do across the Christmas break. So even if we're not in the studio or not live on stream playing Fortnite or whatever, feel free to get involved. It'd be nice to keep up the conversation in and amongst the off period where we're all slightly, and I say slightly, I mean extremely inebriated. But yeah, anything you want to... No, it's down again, Pirate. Although it is down because we had some technical issues before we came on.
Yes,
we had to replace some sort of duff power cable. So socials is ice cream uploads.
Yeah. Literally this morning we turned on the PC and the TVs that you see behind us, they wasn't looping to anything. So we've got two TVs and then one down there that are powered by 3 HDMI cables and a power supply somewhere, and the power supply decided to fail despite us actually changing the studio around. Rest in peace, power supplies.
Rip in peace.
Yeah, so that's been changed, so the PC was off.
Yeah. So anyway, anything else you want to add before we disappear for Christmas?
Well, usually this is the kind of point of the show where I say if you see anything over social media throughout the day, please feel free to tag us in, which thank you very much for those of you that do that. It gives us something to talk about the next day. But as we will not be here tomorrow, and likelihood is we may not be here, well, we aren't going to be here on Monday, but who knows what's going to happen. Just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and hope you all have a smashing time over the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely, and exactly the same thoughts and feelings from me. Have yourselves a lovely Christmas, and until next time, stay frosty.